Hey everyone, A&L Hot Topics, Lydia Graham here. Thought I was going to have a short week. When I first started thinking about doing my video podcast series, I thought, oh, I'll just hop on once a week. But no, the material that we're covering here is a daily thing, and I don't think I can keep up with it, but I'm trying my best. The most recent thing right now, as everyone knows, is JD Vance and his comments. China lashes out at JD Vance for comments about saying that we borrow money from Chinese peasants to buy things those Chinese peasants manufacture. That is exactly what JD Vance, the vice president of these United States, said out loud. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, we already know. Right. Well, I would say I was a little bit shocked at JD Vance this year because several years ago he denounced Trump, and you can go back and look through YouTube. I'm not the kind of person that sits here and plays all the clips. You can find this stuff on the web. If you go to YouTube, if you go to Google, you can find it. I'm simply here to sit here and talk. I'm just sitting here talking. It's just me and my laptop. And for those of you that don't believe that he said it, again, look it up. He just said it a couple of days ago. So anyway, China is lashing out now because A, that's the most ignorant, racist thing that anyone could ever say. But I wanted to take a step back and I wanted to put this in stupid man's terms. For those of you that are actually like, yes, yeah, JD, yeah. For those of you that believe in Trump and JD and all the stuff that they're saying and doing, let's take a step back so that you can see how stupid you would be to not understand that this is ignorance and racism. But even if it was true, let's just say hypothetically, which it's not, just so that we're clear, and we're going to get to it and how the foreign exchange and all that works. Even if it were true that we took loans from peasants for things that they create, that would still be a diss to the United States because it's saying that the peasants make more money than we do. In order to be able to loan us money, then they would have to have, the peasants would be in a really good place financially. Okay? So in a sense, he's not really dissing anybody. He's making himself look like a giant asshole. Okay? It's just so we're clear. Now, let's get to how it really works. Okay? I just want to like I said, I'm going to be bringing you the educational components. If you don't believe me, look it up for yourself, okay? China lends to the U.S. primarily through purchasing U.S. Treasury bonds. I want to say that again. China lends to the U.S. primarily through purchasing U.S. Treasury bonds. They have enough respect for the U.S. or had enough respect for the U.S. to understand that our money is valuable. So they buy bonds, and then that becomes part of, like I said, when I said, you know, how it works with the Administration of Foreign Exchange. So it goes through all of that process. And I'm not a loan officer for foreign or for domestic. So do not quote me on I'm just trying to understand this stuff as I go. I'm learning and I'm just going to share it with you. Okay? I'm just a regular woman that lives in Connecticut that started a podcast that wanted to talk about this crazy world. That's it. Okay? So China lends to the U.S., I'm going to say it one more time, primarily through purchasing U.S. Treasury bonds, effectively financing the U.S. budget deficit. Because every country has a deficit, including us. We're not better than anybody, okay? This process allows the U.S. to continue buying Chinese goods while China's central bank manages its foreign exchange reserves. China's central bank, not peasants, not homeless people, the bank. As I sit here and I say this, and I'm laughing, it's because our vice president of these United States should know this, right? And I shouldn't even say our, because he's not, I didn't vote for them. But he should automatically know this. And the fact that, I don't want to say that the people that should be the most educated aren't. I don't know what's going on with their brains. I don't know if they're just malfunctioning. I don't know if they're just super, super crazy and they think that they're smart when they open their mouths. But for him to say this, and then not only say this, but not really get any backlash from someone in the Congress just saying, shut the hell up. You're making us all look stupid. It just boggles my brain, okay? But for those of you that really think that we get our loans from peasants, right? That's like saying that the guy on the street corner that's sipping the wine bottle, and God bless the homeless, I really do feel for them. But like, would you walk up to a homeless guy and say, hey, I think I need to borrow $1 million? Come on. All right, that's all I have to say about this. Lydia Graham, subscribe, like, and share. I'm here probably for the rest of the week. Bye.